Okay, guys. So 2AD is equals to
AB.
AB. So when 2AD is equals to AB, if 2AD is equals to AB, and then what is the second thing? What is second given thing to us?
P is the midpoint of AB.
P is a midpoint of AB. That means AP is equals to PB, which is equals to AB upon 2, as P is a midpoint of AB. So if P is a midpoint of AB, that means AP is equal to PB is equal to AB upon 2. Now, if we'll do AB upon 2, so AD becomes AB upon 2. So AD becomes AB upon 2. That means from 1 and 2, we can say that AP is equals to PB is equals to AD, isn't it? So AP is equals to PB is equals to AD. Please pay attention very carefully on this sum. It's a very nice and interesting sum, guys. Okay. Now, further, it's a given that Q is a midpoint of DR. Q is a midpoint of DR. So I'll just change a little bit of ink. So Q is a midpoint of DR. So how will write it on that? Say, okay, I'll name this is as 3 and then fourth. DQ is equals to RQ is equals to DR upon 2, as Q is a midpoint of DR. Then what is this fifth subpart given to us? Is PR is parallel to BS. PR, look at this. PR is parallel to BS. If PR is parallel to BS. Now, understand, guys. If we will focus on triangle DPR, if we'll focus on triangle DPR, what we got to know that this AQ is a line segment joining the midpoint of side DP and DR. So AQ will become parallel to PR by converse midpoint theorem, isn't it? So we will just write it on what we proved right now, isn't it? So I'll just write it on over here in front of you. So, and then I'll extract it there. Okay. What we said in triangle DPR, in triangle DPR, whatever I explained, I'm writing it right now. In triangle DPR, DA is equal to AP and DQ is equal to QR. So we can say that AQ is parallel to PR. So we can say AQ is parallel to PR. And we say this is by MPT. I hope you understood this. So I'll just extract all these things over here. Okay, now next thing is, this is part 6. Now our conclusion, why we proved AQ is parallel to PR, because guys understand. Now if we'll say that this line and this line, that AC, PR and BS, if these three lines are parallel and we got to know that AP is equal to PB, then by equal intercept theorem, it will become QR is equals to RS. It's a very simple sum. Okay. So अब हमको prove क्या क्या करना है? First of all, we'll see that हमको prove क्या क्या करना है. So we will write it down over here to prove that. So we have to prove that AQ is equal to BS. AQ. Okay, sorry. We have to prove AQ is parallel to BS, which we proved just now, isn't it? AQ is parallel to BS. So look at this guys. It's very simple. Because AQ is parallel to PR and it's already given PR is parallel to BS. So from 5 and 6, we can say that AQ is parallel to PR and PR is parallel to BS, implies AQ is parallel to BS. This is what first hence prove. Okay, and now there is second proof that also, I mean, a second proof also required. So what is the second part of the proof? It's DS is 3RS. हमको prove क्या करना है? DS is equal to 3RS. This is what our second requirement is. Let's see where is DS. Okay, so we have to prove this DQ is equal to QR is equal to RS. If we could prove that all three parts are equal, then we can say that DS is 3RS, isn't it? Out of which DQ we have already got equals to QR. Now, if simply we'll prove QR is equal to RS, then we're done. And that too I just explained to you, isn't it? If these three lines are parallel and if AP is equal to PB, then we can say that QR is equal to RS. Simple, isn't it? So we can write it down over here. Statement number, okay. Statement number 7 हो गया है. So we'll go ahead, statement number 8. Okay, 1 second, student. For your simplicity, I'll just copy paste this diagram once again there. Okay, 1 second. Copy, and I'll just paste it over here so that it will become a little simple for us for reference. Okay, in this diagram, what we are trying to prove right now, see, we're saying AC is parallel to PR is parallel to BS. So are you understanding how I'm getting that equal intercept theorem statements? If three lines are parallel and one intercept is equal and AP is equals to PB, I hope you are understanding, student. Then what we can say? QR is equals to RS, simple. Then we can say QR is equal to RS. And what is the reason for this, guys? Very nice. Equal intercept theorem. Okay, now equal intercept theorem, so we proved that this is also equal. Now what is our ultimate goal is to prove that DS is equal to 3RS. So I'm choosing this statement number 9. So DS is basically, it's equals to what? DQ plus QR plus RS. Now we all can say that since QR is equal to RS, so I can write it down over here, RS, here RS, and DQ was equal to RQ, and RQ is RS, so I can substitute over here also RS, so RS plus RS plus RS, so DS become 3RS. DS become 3RS, and that is what our ultimate goal was. So this is hence proved. I hope you understood this. So DS is equal to 3RS. Isn't it very, very simple? Please put it quickly, immediately, everything in your book. I'll just zoom it out so that you can pause your video and put everything in your book. Yeah. अच्छे से समझ में आता है. चलो, anyway, so we'll start with this recording with sum number 3. The side AC of triangle ABC is produced to point E. So this is sum number 3, students, and we're doing sum number 3. So let's start drawing the diagram with respect to whatever the info is given in the sum. So in side AC of triangle ABC is produced. Okay, I don't know how the diagram is, so I'm just taking it in the center. Out. Okay, so I'm just redrawing the diagram. So ABC is a triangle. Now side AC of triangle ABC is produced to point E. So that C is half of AC. C is half of AC. Okay. So we're just producing it. C. Okay. CE is produced so that it is half of AC. इसका मतलब क्या है? See, suppose if AC is 10, then CE would be 5. You understood? And then further, it's given that D is a midpoint of BC. D is a midpoint of BC. Let's say यहाँ पर एक point है. And ED produce mid AB. ED produced. Okay, so where is point E? Okay, if ED produced. Okay, so this is point E. If we'll produce ED, consider that this is point D. Okay, so if ED is produced, meets AB at point F. Now, line through D and C are drawn parallel to AB. Line through D and C are drawn parallel to AB. Okay, so there are lines drawn. Okay. They are parallel to AB. So okay. 1 second, guys. So if we'll draw this line, it is parallel to AB. Okay. So line through D and C are drawn parallel to AB. Okay. Now next, which meet to AB, which meet AC at point P, AC at point P, and EF at point Q. Okay, EF at point R, not Q. Okay. Respectively, prove that 3DF. Okay, what would you prove that? To prove that. What would you prove that? 3DF is equals to EF. That is the first part. And what is the second part? 4CR is equals to AB. This is what given thing. So I mean, we have to prove that. So let's see, where is DR? Okay, where is DF? So this is DF. So we have to prove 3DF is equal to EF. That means we have to prove some other way this line is equal to this line is this line, and then we are done with this first part. And then what is 4CR? Okay, where is CR? Okay, this is 4CR is equals to AB. That too very simple. So don't worry, we'll do slowly, gradually, everything very carefully. Okay, now first part which we have to understand over here, we'll have to write it on slowly, gradually, everything very carefully. Okay, so we'll try and draw the diagram first of all. I mean, this is the diagram, but we'll try and make a little small of this. Yeah, thank you. So we can, okay, so we got something as everything as a data, so we'll have to write it on one by one, what is given. Okay, 1 second, I'll just clear this off. Sometimes this notepad is not working so well. So what is given thing is, okay, so I'll read it once again slowly, gradually, and then you'll understand. Side AC of triangle ABC is produced 2 point E. AC is produced 2 point E. And then it's given that CE is half of AC. CE is half AC. Students, start writing along with me. CE is half AC. That means what? 2CE is equals to AC. Okay, but anyway, that is like just a given thing. Number 2, और क्या दिया हुआ है? D is a midpoint of BC. If D is a midpoint of BC, that means we can write over here BD is equals to CD. Okay. Now, in this case, say, look at this. If we'll say CBA, अगर आपने CBA को देखा, so इसमें क्या है? CD is equals to BD and DP is parallel to AB. So we can say that CP is equals to AP. Why we can say that way? Simple, by, very nice, by converse of midpoint theorem, isn't it? By converse of midpoint theorem, this point P will become the midpoint of AC. You understood, guys? Okay, we'll write it on that quickly. How we thought. In triangle CBA. Okay, so we are writing the proof over here. So in triangle CBA, I know that the diagram, the upper portion is not visible, so it may be little dicey for you all, but don't worry, it's very simple. Okay, or else I can do one small arrangement. Give me just 1 minute. Whatever is this side, I'll just take it on other side. Okay, so the diagram visibility would be better. So we're writing the proof right now, isn't it? Okay, now in proof, what we're writing? In triangle CBA. So CBA में क्या, what is visible to us? In triangle CBA, CD is equals to BD and DP is parallel to AB. So what we can say? Okay, CD is equals to BD and DP is parallel to AB. This is all given, so we are writing, and we have already written that, isn't it? Therefore, we can say that CP is equal to AP. CP is equals to AP by CMPT. By CMPT. This is part 1. Now, once you'll get that this and this is equal, we all also know that, okay, so इससे क्या मिलेगा? Therefore, okay, ये P है, some people will write D. So CP is equal to AP implies this is AC upon 2. But AC upon 2 was C also. So we got CP is equals to AP is equal to CE. Isn't it? So you can say that because CE was half of AC and CP and AP also half of AC. So we can say that CE and CP and AP all are equal, isn't it? So it is from 1 and 2, you can say. From 1 and 2. Okay, now once you'll get that all these 3 parts are equal, and if these 3 lines are parallel, we also can say that FD is equal to DR, isn't it? And in this triangle, if you'll see E, okay, if these 3 lines are parallel, हमारा ultimate goal क्या है? We have to prove that EF is 3ER or 3DR or 3FD, isn't it? So in that case, I have to prove that FD is equal to DR in one case, and second case, DR is equals to ER. If I could prove this, I am done with my first part, isn't it, student? So what is the ultimate goal is to prove that FD is equals to DR. I will choose these 3 parallel line concepts. Why three parallel and or equal intercept theorem? Because if these three lines are parallel and if this AP is equal to PC, then we can say that FD is equal to DR, isn't it? If you have understood, then let's start writing this part 3. Which three lines are parallel? CR is parallel to DP. It's parallel to AB. They all three are given parallel. It's given, isn't it? So student, understand, whenever you're writing the geometry, you have to write the statement and uske baaju mein you have to immediately write it down from why. Why are you thinking like this way? Because it's given, because it's proven, because it's, you know, your logic or some theorem, something like that. You have to write it down that. And we have been already proven that CP is equals to AP and CP is equals to AP. It's proven above here from 2. So what we can say? If CP is equal to AP and these three lines are parallel, then we can say that FD is equal to DR. That implies FD is equals to DR. Why? By equal intercept theorem. Isn't it very simple? Now that's nice. Now we have to prove some other way DR is equals to EF. Now how we'll do that? Look at this. First of all, I'll just teach you orally and then we'll write it down. Say statement number 4. Let me teach you first of all orally. In triangle EPD क्या है? EC is equal to CP and these two lines are parallel. मतलब, okay, a line passing to the midpoint of the first side, if it is parallel to the second side, then it will going to bisect the third side, isn't it? In triangle EPD में क्या है? देखो, I'll write in triangle EPD, a line passing to the midpoint of the first side. So it is passing to the midpoint of the first side because this and this is equal. So CE, okay, I'll just pull it down. CE is equals to CP and it's parallel. What is parallel? CR is parallel to DP and CR is parallel to DP. Therefore, what we can say by converse midpoint theorem, DR is equals to ER. Therefore, DR, okay, we have already said that implies. Therefore, DR is equals to ER by obviously a line passing through the midpoint of the first side and parallel to the second side. So the third side is getting bisected. That is CMPT, converse of midpoint theorem, isn't it? So once we'll get that DR is equal to ER, fifth statement is very simple. Now we've come to the conclusion. What conclusion? So if we'll write EF, then if we'll write EF, what is EF is equals to? Student, look at this, the diagram. EF is equals to ER plus DR plus FD. ER plus DR plus FD. But now all are equals to FD. So FD plus FD plus FD. So that will become EF is equal to 3FD. EF is equal to 3FD. I hope you understood that. And now the next part of the proof. 4CR is equal to AB. 4CR is equal to AB. That is very simple, student. Look at this. ये तो 1 minute में आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. I'll just explain to you. 1 second. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just copy paste this diagram 1 second. So that, you know, simplicity will happen in our downside. So copy and I'll just paste it down. Okay, so right now we're to prove that we're trying to prove over here CR is 4AB. So how are we going to prove that? Or rather, AB is equal to 4CR. AB is equal to 4 times CR. So how are we going to prove that? See, it's very simple. First of all, we know that CR is half of PD. CR is equals to half PD. Why CR is equal to half PD? By MPT. Isn't it? And now PD, okay, because if you'll see triangle EPD, a line passing through the midpoint of the two consecutive sides is half and parallel to the third side. That is why over here it is. Okay, now PD is what? PD is half of AB. Also, PD is half of AB, isn't it? Again, that is MPT. Now what we learned? PD is half of AB. Why? Because again, P is a midpoint of CA and D is a midpoint of CB. So line passing through the midpoint of the two consecutive sides is half and parallel to the third side. So what we got right now, we will going to substitute over here. So PD is what? Half of AB. So CR is equals to, they go half. I'll just write on as it is. And instead of writing PD, what I'm writing, PD was half AB. So half AB. And now if we'll concentrate half into half, it will become 4AB. So CR is 1/2 into 1/2 will become 1/4 of AB. So AB will be 4 CR. Isn't it very simple? So simple. I hope you all have understood everything and you enjoyed this watching video. Thank you. So we did 2 sums based on equal intercept theorem, midpoint theorem, and converse of midpoint theorem. So this is like, you know, we've learned in first video what is midpoint theorem. In second video, we learned what is converse midpoint theorem. In third video, we learned what is equal intercept theorem. And now we've written some sums based on all the 3 theorems, isn't it? I hope this chapter you've understood very well. Now practice exercise 12B very well, and then you'll get this chapter perfectly. Thank you for watching this video.